was only true in fairy tales, meant for someone else but not for me. Our love was out to get me, that's the way it seemed. Disappointment haunted all my dreams. Then I saw her face, now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love, I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. I thought love was more or less a given thing. It seems the more I gave, the less I got. What's the use in trying? All you get is pain. When I needed sunshine, I got rain. Then I saw her face, now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love, I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. Oh, well, alright. Out to get me. No, that's the way it seemed. A disappointment haunted all my dreams. Then I saw her face, now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love, I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. Yes, I saw her face, now I'm a believer. Well, not a trace of doubt in my mind. Said I'm a believer, yeah, 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 I'm a believer. Said I'm a believer, yeah, I'm a believer. Said I'm a believer, yeah, I'm a believer. If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. If you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. Find out what we're made of. We are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh.
Right. Oh, Charlie, you look beautiful.
If you're tossing and you're turning and you just can't fall asleep, I'll sing a song beside you. And if you ever forget how much you really mean to me, every day I will remind you. Oh, find out what we're made of. When we are called to help our friends in need, you can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah. You'll always have my shoulder when you cry. count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, ooh.
There's a new sun rising. I can see a new horizon that will keep me realizing you're the biggest part of me. Need your love here beside me. Need you close enough to guide me. I've been hoping you would find me. You're the biggest part of me. Well, make a wish, baby. Well, and I will make it come true. Make a list, baby, of the things I'll do for you. Ain't no risk now in letting my love rain down on you. So we could wash away the past so that we may start anew. Rising up on my shoulder, getting better as we roll her. All I wanna do is hold her. She's the life that breathes in me. Got a feeling that forever we're gonna stay together. For me, there's nothing better. You're the biggest part of me. Make a wish, baby. Well, and I will make it come true. Make a list, baby. Make a list of the things I'll do for you. Ain't no risk now. Let my love rain down on you. So we can wash away the past so that we may start anew. More than an easy feeling, she brings joy to me. How can I tell you what it means to me? Flow like a lazy river for an eternity. I finally found someone who believes in me. And I'll never leave.
Thank you for being here on this most happy of days. It's no accident that you're here today. Each and every one of you plays an important role in the individual and collective lives of Renee and Stefanie. I truly can't think of a better venue than this beautiful creekside location for an occasion that I know is not only monumental for you, but for all of us who are lucky to know and love you as individuals, and even more so as a couple. There are 3 special people who aren't here to share in this wonderful occasion, and it's important to Renee and Stefanie that we include them. So they would like to light a candle for Renee's mother, Donna, her brother, Donnie, and Stefanie's dear friend, Julia Sullivan. Renee and Stefanie have asked my wife, Asia, and our daughter, Sophia, to sing while they light the candle.
Was
Father-in-law married us. And he skipped ahead, like to the end of the ceremony at the beginning. And we were like, oh no, he felt horrible. But we've been married for 20 years, so when things go wrong, that is a sign that we're doing the right thing. Yeah. It is a remarkable moment in life when you meet the person who makes you feel complete. The person with whom you share a bond so special that it transcends other relationships, becoming something so pure and wonderful that you can't imagine spending another day of your life without them. Marriage is perhaps the greatest and most challenging adventure that we experience as human beings. No ceremony can create your marriage. Only you can do that through love and patience, through dedication and perseverance, through talking and listening, helping, supporting, and believing in each other, through tenderness and laughter, through learning to forgive, learning to appreciate your differences, by making the important things matter and letting go of the rest. What this ceremony can and will do is witness and affirm the choice you make to stand together as partners for life. Partners for life. But don't be scared. Don't be scared. Life is all too short, and it's comprised of the moments you share. So savor those moments. The quiet, floating in the pool, or sitting on the couch watching your favorite show. The silly moments, the joyous and the sad. The moments you share with Lily, Otto, and Henry, as individuals and as a couple, as you watch them grow. Your marriage marks not only the beginning of a new chapter in your relationship, but it's also the start of a new family.
You knew he'd cry.
I tried. I was doing so great. This new family dynamic will come with many highs and lows. With love and respect for one another in your hearts at all times, there is no challenge you cannot overcome. Remember the importance of your friendship. Friendship gets us through the darkest times. Lean on each other and on us. There are friends all around you. Take a look. In the spirit of the importance of strong friendships to a marriage, Renee and Stefanie have asked two friends to read selections about love that especially resonate with them. First, Gypsy Pantoja, followed by Amanda Ireta Good.
This is an excerpt from Rainer Maria Rilke on marriage. For one human being to love another, that is perhaps the most difficult of all tasks, the ultimate, the last test and proof for which all other work is but preparation. The point of marriage is not to create a quick commonality by tearing down all boundaries. On the contrary, a good marriage is one in which each partner appoints the other to be the guardian of his solitude, and thus they show each other the greatest possible trust. A merging of two people is an impossibility, and where it seems to exist, it is an impossibility, and where it seems to exist, it is confining. A mutual consent that robs one party or both parties of their fullest freedom and development. But once the realization is accepted that even between the closest people, infinite distances exist, a marvelous living side by side can grow up for them, which gives them the possibility of always seeing each other as whole before an immense sky. I love you guys.
I love you very much. This is Maya Angelou's Touched by an Angel. We, unaccustomed to courage, exiles from delight, live coiled in shells of loneliness until love leaves its high, holy temple and comes into our sight to liberate us into life. Love arrives, and in its train come ecstasies, old memories of pleasure, ancient histories of pain. Yet if we are bold, love strikes away the chains of fear from our souls. We are weaned from our timidity in the flush of love's light. We dare be brave. And suddenly we see that love costs all we are and will ever be. Yet it is only love which sets us free.
Two people in love do not live in isolation. Their love is a source of strength with which they may nourish not only each other, but also the world around them. And in turn, we, their community of friends and family, have a responsibility to this couple. Through steadfast care with respect and love, we can support their marriage and the new family they are creating today. Will everyone please rise? Will you, who are present here today, surround Stefanie and Renee in love, offering them the joys of your friendship and supporting them in their marriage? Thank you. You may be seated. That's not written here. Next, my daughter Sophia would like to sing a song that's very special to Renee and Stefanie. Better Place by Rachel Platt.
I'll tell the world I'll sing a song. It's a better place since you came along. Since you came along. Your touch is sunlight through the trees. Your kisses are the ocean breeze. Everything's alright when you're with me. And I'm my favorite thing. Better place since you came along. It's a better place since you came along. I see the whole world in your eyes. It's like I've known you all my life. We just feel so right. So I pour my heart into your hands. It's like you really understand.
We've come to the point of the ceremony where you're going to say your vows to one another. But before you do that, I ask you to remember that love, which is rooted in faith, trust, and acceptance, will be the foundation of an abiding and deepening relationship. No other ties are more tender. No other vows more sacred than those you now assume. If you are able to keep the vows you take here today, not because of any religious or civic law, but out of a desire to love and be loved by another person fully, without limitations, then your life will have joy, and the home you establish will be a place in which you both will find the direction of your growth, your freedom, and your responsibility. This day is a reminder of what your love has already accomplished and the amazing possibilities of what can continue to accomplish and overcome in the many years ahead of you.
I need those glasses. I'm gonna need those glasses. Stephanie, on the day we met, I wasn't sure what to expect, but I was definitely excited by how adorable you were sitting at that table in green. Oh, my hands are shaking. I might need to keep the podium. Okay. You were even cuter in person than you were in the photos that I had stalked online. Our conversation was so free and easy, and I grew more excited as the evening went on. I was, however, a little concerned that you ordered a huge meal and ate 2 bites. I decided as we left the restaurant that there was going to have to be a kiss to make sure that the chemistry was there, so I suggested that we drive to the river as the perfect spot for our first kiss. Boom. Chemistry. A few months into our relationship, I was scheduled to do the MS 150 bike ride. You planned to come down that weekend to help, which I thought was a little crazy because I wouldn't be home most of the weekend. You got up way before dawn to drive me to the start of the race and carried my bike to the start line. As the race began, I saw you from the sidelines, smiling and cheering me on, and I felt overwhelming emotion at that moment in a way that I had never felt before. A sense of being cared for and loved unabashedly. As I pedaled along, I decided that I was going to try to marry you if you'd have me. As I later told you, when you find someone like Stephanie, you need to put a ring on it right away. We'd been together for 4 months and I was ring shopping. I didn't know the challenges that we would face over the next year, but I knew that I wanted forever with you. I didn't cry when I was writing them. I did, actually. Okay. We didn't know that my brother would die or that you would lose your dearest friend, Julia. We didn't know how challenging moving across the state would be, combining households and adjusting to living together, you having to learn to make space for my children, and they're having to learn to make space for you. And 5 dogs. Oh my God. We have faced each challenge together, even though it hasn't been easy for any of us. I have never, not once, stopped wanting forever with you. Not even for one moment. I have no doubts. I love the family that we've created, and I cannot wait for the rest of our lives to begin. I was floating in the pool 2 weeks ago today. I was thinking about how relaxed I felt, how calm and genuinely happy and peaceful, and I knew I needed to get out of that pool and write these vows because the clock was ticking and I hadn't done it yet. But I just wanted to lay there and do nothing, and I have never been someone who is comfortable doing nothing, and I have certainly never been described as relaxed. I spent some time thinking about my brother and how I wish that he could come to the wedding. I thought about my kids and how present and proud and relaxed I am with them lately, and I noticed how present I am in general lately. It's new. I'm changing. And I floated along thinking about how much I've changed over the last 2 years since I met you. How much our love has changed me and healed me and made me more aware, more kind, more forgiving, more loving, and most of all, more present. I couldn't imagine being loved the way that you love me until it happened. Being loved by you is the greatest gift I could have ever received. With your goofy sense of humor, your obsession with your St. Bernard Sully. I love him too, by the way. And your love of yacht rock with bands like Air Supply and Ambrosia. I can't believe that I get to love you. Sometimes I want to pinch myself to make sure that I'm not dreaming you. I look up, I see you looking at me, and I get chills because your love is so powerful and wonderful and authentic. I love our date nights and our do-nothing nights. I love listening to you talk to your parents on the phone. I love how fiery you get when you think that someone might have wronged someone you love. I even love how you cannot let a moment pass without taking a picture to remember it by, because I know your heart and I know how much those moments mean to you. Your love has challenged me to step up my game, to focus harder on being the kind of lover that deserves someone like you. Even with the challenges we've faced over the last 2 years, I am so grateful for you, for us, and I cannot wait to see what the future holds. I've only really just begun to recognize how much bigger your commitment is to accept me fully as your wife, because you're not only accepting me, you're also welcoming Lily, Otto, and Henry into your life and to your heart. They mean more to me than I could ever describe in words. Thank you, my beautiful children, for welcoming Stefanie into our lives, for accepting her and taking time to get to know her. And I lost my place. I cannot express what it means to me to, God, my hands are shaking. Just kidding. Your hands are shaking, whereas I know they are. Really? Rock solid? Okay. I cannot express what it means to me to have the three of you here today supporting our relationship. Thank you. I ask that you recognize the vows that we share today as sacred, and the commitment that Stefanie is making to love you and to honor you as my children. I ask that you each continue to accept and respect Stefanie as my wife, my partner, and my dearest friend in this journey through life. Thank you, Stefanie, for accepting my children into our lives and for your willingness to do whatever it takes to build a healthy family together. Stefanie Gaines, I promise my trust, love, and commitment to you. I promise to fight harder to stay present with you, not to shut down or tune out so often. I promise to do the work to be the loving wife and partner that you need and deserve. I promise to stand beside you through the good times and bad. I promise to be your biggest and loudest cheerleader, your best confidant, and your most loyal friend. I commit to making the health of our relationship and our love for each other a top priority. I promise to carve out time for special date nights and the quality phone-free time that you love. I promise not to tease you too much about your addiction to ordering things from Amazon.com. I promise to honor our unique qualities and allow us each the time we need to pursue our personal hopes and dreams as your companion through life. I promise to practice self-restraint when we argue, to forgive each other quickly when the anger is past. Most of all, I promise to fight for us with fierce determination and resolve to be the partner deserving of your love and commitment for the rest of our lives. You are my beloved, and I am yours. Thank God I don't have to hold those papers anymore.
Hell to get old. So it's really hard to follow that. I just want to throw that out there. Thank you. I want to begin my vows by telling you why I selected the song for you to walk down the aisle to. While it is clearly a timeless and beautiful classic, the biggest part of me, Ambrosia, right? It makes me think of you every time, and it really summarizes how I feel about you. I'd like to read, not sing, a few lines from the song. You don't want me to sing. Need your loving here beside me. Shine the light, need it close enough to guide me. All my life, I've been hoping you would find me. You're the biggest part of me. It's perfect. Renee, you have changed my life in many beautiful ways. Before you and I started talking, I was on a sabbatical from love, a self-imposed timeout. I needed to grow, evolve, and get the parts of me back that I'd lost. To continue the growth, I made a list on paper of all the qualities that someone would have to possess. Like a good HR person, I had the traits organized into 3 different categories. The categories were required, not acceptable, and what I call bonus traits. All of my life, I have dreamed a relationship and hoped for a marriage like my parents have. One that would stand the test of time, celebrate the good times, weather the difficult times, all while remaining best friends. I really have all my life. It was halfway through dinner on our first date when I realized you possessed all the required traits none of the unacceptable traits, and all of the bonus traits. How did I manage to get so lucky? I knew then that you were my person on the first night. I didn't eat much that night. We didn't write our vows together, by the way, so it's really kind of funny. I didn't eat much that night because I was so interested in everything you were saying. I didn't want the night to end. I was stunned that you were so beautiful and also funny, smart, silly, and checked all the boxes. I feel exactly the same today. You are my favorite person. Your voice is my favorite sound. You steady me when my head is in the clouds. All I have to do is look at you and the world is right again. You are authentic in your words and actions. Your loyalty is fierce, and you are loving and generous. I used to live my life in the fast lane, skipping over the joy in each moment. That changed when I met you. I enjoy each and every moment with you. You have brought so much joy to my life. You make me smile and laugh more than I ever thought possible. You have been and remain my rock and anchor. Your strength, grace, and presence, patience, help lift me up during one of the hardest times in my life. And I can't thank you enough. And I lost my place too. Here we go. I have no doubt, and I know in my heart that you and I can get through whatever life hands us together. I love everything about you, every part of you. I have never known love like this, and to feel it so deeply in return. You are perfect to me and for me. We are the best balance and complement to each other. You are the yin to my yang, the introvert to my extrovert, the spontaneous to my scheduled. You have brought so much joy in my life, so much so that my family and friends noticed it early on. I am the happiest I've ever been. I am very proud and elated to stand here today in front of our friends and family and to affirm my commitment to you. Renee, I promise to love you, trust you, and respect you always. I promise to take care of you when you are sick, when you will let me, and celebrate with you in health. I promise to laugh often together and to comfort you when you need it. I will always be your biggest fan and cheerleader, supporting your goals, dreams, and passions. I will listen to you, providing my full attention, and also give you a space for quiet reflection. I will continue to grow, evolve, and learn with you. I promise to travel with you, exploring and trying new things and creating new memories. I promise to be the very best me that I can, for you, for us, and for all time. You will always be my priority. I will always love you with all that I am, forever. Renee, you are the biggest part of me. Thank you.
We should have had hankies. Yeah. All right, here we go. Stephanie and Renee, do you take one another as committed partners in life from this day forward as a married couple?
We do.
May I have the rings, please? Thank you. Please repeat after me. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a daily reminder of my love for you.
as a daily reminder of my love for you.
Oh, man. What's up? What's up?
Oh, it's swollen. Okay, we're good.
Stephanie and Renee, it is with such joy that I now send you out into the world to spread the beautiful light that you share with those around you. By the power vested in me by the state of Texas and the Supreme Court decision protecting marriage equality, I now, for the first time, pronounce you married. Now kiss and go celebrate.
South Detroit. He took the midnight train going anywhere. A singer in a smoky room, the smell of wine and cheap perfume. For a smile they can share the night. It goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting up and down the boulevard, their shadows searching in the night. Streetlights, people living just to find emotion, hiding somewhere in the night. Working hard to get my fill. Everybody wants a thrill. Paying anything to roll the dice just one more time. Some will win, some will lose. Some are born to sing the blues. Oh, the movie never ends. It goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting up and down the boulevard, their shadows searching in the night. Streetlights, people living just to find emotion, hiding somewhere in the
She's at the bar. Okay, that's where she belongs. Yeah. Anyway, this is for Ruth and I, who have nurtured Stephanie for, geez, what, 10 years or so? Did we nurture her? Yeah, that's right. She's mine by my first marriage. Ruth and I have been married 53 years. And the reason we were married 53 years, and as she says it, is that we wouldn't get a divorce because neither one of us wanted the kids. So we stayed married after all these years. But I guess in all seriousness, on this day, we have not lost a daughter. We've gained an additional daughter. Okay? Renee is now our daughter. And Lily and Otto and Henry, I'm not sure where they are, but we've gained 3 more grandchildren. Okay? And we're very proud of that. We're very proud and happy and overjoyed that that Stephanie has found her soul mate. She's found the love of her life, and that she's very extremely happy. And we're very proud of that, and we're overjoyed that that has occurred. And so, with saying that, I'd like to propose a toast to Stefanie and Renee. So, may they have a long, healthful life. Cheers. Who's next?
Okay. Oh, okay. There is a saying that has been coming to my mind since this all started happening, and I'm going to change it a little bit, but the saying is someone comes into your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And Stefanie came into my life for a reason, it turned into a season, and now it's a lifetime. And I'm blessed beyond words, and we have laughed and we have cried, and it's just been wonderful. So my toast to Stefanie and Renee is, Love is your reason, now is your season, and cheers to your lifetime together.
Okay. Let me just make this one really quick. Okay. So I think it was the third time that I met Renee over at Deborah Moody's in one of her power circles. This way? Okay. One of Deborah Moody's power circles by her pool. Anybody been in a power circle at Deborah Moody's house? Okay. So that's when I decided that I wanted to be a part of y'all's toast, because I really got to know you guys together as a couple. So here it goes. If that video did, oh well, okay, well, never mind. So, this is only my third wedding. The first one was my parents. The second one was my own. So this was very emotional for me. Everyone here today, on both sides, knows how amazing these two beautiful ladies are. And you should never have to second guess that you made the right decision, looking around at all the support you have. For 4 years of marriage, I have learned that your union together will teach you a lot of things. Most importantly are the words patience and understanding. And all you need to learn is you were right and I was wrong. So my toast to you guys is what you did to get her is what you need to do to keep her.
Hello, everybody. I'm Otto. I'm the son of this gorgeous wedded bride right here. And I did not prepare very much, but I will just say a few words. My mom is one of my closest friends, and my relationship with my relationship with my mom is one of the most complicated relationships I've ever had, because my mom is very similar to me, in that we definitely bring out the most intense and angry and sad and happy and cheerful and most emotional moments in all my life are shared with my mother, and in that and in knowing you for many, many years, I've learned that all that anger and the sadness and those moments, that really you've just gone through all the development and realized how to cope with those things, and that we're a lot more similar than I ever gave you credit for, and I respect you is what I'm saying, and I love the way that you are around Stefanie. Every time I'm in the room with you, the energy is amazing. I love having the steak dinners where Stephanie's butches up. And she makes a mean medium rare steak, and she's an excellent debater. So we've had amazing dinners, and it's been awesome getting to know you. And I look forward to more political debates of you longing for it. I love you guys. Cheers.
Okay. So, I'm Henry. I'm the younger of the three siblings, so I got four more years in the house with these two. Excited for every minute of it. You know? There's so much to say about how much I love this woman. She's amazing. Through all the prying getting information out of me of girls at school and loving me before bed, snuggles and hugs, and the battle of who loves who more. But it is so clear to see how happy Stefanie makes you, and that makes me happy. And Stefanie, I love you, and welcome to the family, baby.
got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night.
Tonight's the night, let's live it up. I got my money, let's spin it up. Go out and smash it, like oh my god. Jump out that sofa, let's kick it off.
I know that we'll have a ball if we get down and go out and just lose it all. I feel stressed out, I wanna let it go. Let's go way out, spaced out and losing all control.
Fill up my cup, Mazel tov. Look at her dancing, just take it off. Let's paint the town, we'll shut it down. Let's burn the roof,
and then we'll do it again.
Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, and do it, and do it. Let's live it up and do it, and do it, and do it, do it, do it. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. Cause I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. I feel
tonight's the night. Hey, let's live it up.
Let's live it up.
I got my money.
Hey,
let's spin it up.
Let's spin it up.
Go out and smash it.
Smash it.
Like oh my god.
Like oh my god.
Jump out that sofa.
Come on.
Let's kick it off. Fill up my cup.
Drink.
Mazel tov. Look at her dancing.
Move it, move
just
it.
take it off. Let's paint the town.
Paint the town.
We'll shut it down.
Shut it down.
Let's burn the roof.
And then we'll do it again.
Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, and do it, and do it. Let's live it up and do it, and do it, and do it, do it, do it. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, do it, do it, do it.
Here we come, here we go. We gotta rock, easy come, easy go. Now we on top, feel the shot, body rock, rock it, don't stop. Round and round, up and down, around the clock.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Saturday to Sunday. Get with us, you know what we say. Party every day, party every day, and I'm feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna